We're very excited to start making smoothies again. That's really good.
We're getting settled, like not just in London, but also just in life generally.
Yeah. Where are the adult playgrounds? Good morning.
Hello and welcome to another week.
We look a lot rougher than when we finished last week's video.
Yeah.
It is Monday morning. It's not that early. It's
No.
early for us. It's like
It's 10:15.
a.m. We're up and yeah, welcome to a new week and a new week for us as well of like plans,
Yeah,
structure.
We're trying to, as we mentioned last week, get into a bit more of a routine.
Yeah.
Which has already, it started
It's
well.
going
I've
well.
washed my hair.
Yeah.
That was a Monday
We've
task.
got a wash on back there.
That's a Monday task.
Yep. So,
It's funny that both of us are like, we hate a 9-to-5 job because like we want less structure and we want to have flexibility, and then we have not flexible jobs, but like unusually timed jobs, and we're like, let's put structure in our days.
Structure, yeah. I don't know, but it's like,
I think it's different when we design it ourselves.
yeah, but also it's like, yeah. I mean, we've built in fun. Like tomorrow is a going out day, so it's like, yeah, it's structure, but it's fun structure.
Yeah.
Fun structure is
Wow, that's us, isn't it?
But yeah, so today we've got some plans. I'm gonna wash my hair. We're going grocery shopping.
Yeah, I'm calling my mum because it was Australian Mother's Day yesterday.
Yeah, we'll probably get up to some other things. It's not going to be that exciting.
No, but tomorrow will be.
But it's going to set up the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I have come out to the library. The first thing I wanted to do on Monday morning was come to the library because, just like to cut a long story short, there's a new book that's come out that's the 4th in a series. So I want to try and read books 2 and 3 in the series to like remind myself of what's going on. I've read 1 heaps of times. So I've come to the library to see if I can find it. Very successful. Hell yeah. I love libraries. Honestly, I think the last time I've used a library was when I was like 12, or at school, obviously. But yeah, that was so good. She said the red one was reported as missing, so she had to like fix that in the system, but I'm glad it's not. But yes, if you're interested, it's the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend. It's honestly aimed at like young adult, like even younger than young adults, like Harry Potter 1 kind of age. But I just love it. I love an easy read. It's really good. And unlike some authors who will not be named, she is actually a good person. So I think is actually queer herself. So yes, we love, and Australian. So we love to support local authors. And yeah, I'm very excited. We're gonna get the 4th book in about 3 weeks, and I have 3 weeks to read both of these as well. That's how long you can take them from the library, obviously before renewing if I need extra time, but let's see if I can read them both in 3 weeks. They're pretty hefty, so for me anyway, so we'll see. Now we are out on a grocery shop. Very exciting day, but excitingly it's the outing of my claw clip. I'm trying out claw clips for the first time. I think my hair would work well with them because it's quite thick.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You just need to learn all the techniques and stuff.
I do. But yes, we're off on a grocery shop. We probably won't film that because I think you did last week.
I filmed us last week.
We're also really starting to consider the idea of getting a blender because if you know anything about us, you know we love a smoothie.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've
actually so long
had smoothies.
And both of us have been really struggling with breakfast recently. Like we're getting bored of cereal and like I don't want to eat crumpets like every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm like, maybe we should have a look at
the Sainsbury's up here has an Argos in it.
Yeah,
so
that's
we could
what
go
I'm
to an
thinking.
Argos.
Not Aldi, Argos, yeah. Because I would actually love a smoothie every morning, especially as it's starting to get warmer.
Yeah.
Like waking up and having a smoothie would be the dream.
I feel like we've said this before, but we really like our walk to the supermarket.
Yeah, it's nice.
You can walk along a main road, but we walk through the park. So it's quite nice. I will retract that statement as soon as it starts getting cold again and rainy. And then it'll be less fun that it's a 20-minute walk to the supermarket.
Yeah.
But
I think
at the moment,
it also helps us not go to the grocery store every day, because it's like we have to walk 20 minutes, so we may as well get a really big like week shop. Whereas in Streatham, we were like, well, the Tesco Extra is 5 minutes away.
yeah.
So we were just like, we would be getting meals for like 3 days and then going back, and it was probably just ending up costing us more and more time.
Yeah,
So
it felt like we were living in the supermarket by the end.
shopping always takes us way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
We've got 4 bags here full of shopping, and this one has a that one
This one.
has a blender, sort
I
of.
can't get it out. You'll just have to believe
It has a NutriBullet style thing because it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't way cheaper, but
It's easier to clean.
yeah, just like also the fact that they like you blend them in the cups, and it comes with 2 cups.
Yeah.
So we can each make individual smoothies. Sorry about how it was really shaky. We can each make individual smoothies, which is cool. Yeah, we're very excited
Yeah.
to start making smoothies again, especially now that the days are looking like this.
Yeah, it's so nice.
We also got another little free sweet treat. We keep,
Kind of like gamed the system.
Yeah.
I mean, not really.
hold on, I can't hold this anymore.
Okay, sorry, we swapped sides because Catherine's arm's getting sore.
Yeah.
She does have the heavier of the bags at
do.
the moment. We've kind of gamed the little system, but also like not really, because we are 2
just
separate
using it.
people. We each have a little account.
Yeah.
And if you spend £10 in a month, you get a free sweet treat. So I did the shop as you saw last week, got us a free sweet treat then. And then today we used Catherine's little card to do the shop, got her a free sweet
Yeah,
treat.
it does mean that we now don't have any more sweet treats for the rest of the month, but that's okay.
Yeah,
And we were looking at the little sweet treat cabinet today, and we were like,
we've actually
we've
tried.
tried all of them now. Our favorite so far will be was it white chocolate or was it
No, it's
just
a strawberry cheesecake donut.
that we tried in the last video, which was delicious.
Yeah, that was definitely really good.
But yeah, thank you, Little. Good morning.
Tuesday. We are off to a great start to the day because our blender was a success.
It was so good, actually. We didn't have a lot of frozen stuff in it, only berries and only the fruit
Mango,
chunks.
pineapple, yeah.
But I feel like it blended them so easily. I would definitely feel like we could add some more frozen stuff in there.
We didn't freeze the banana because we weren't sure how it would cope. But
I think it'd be pretty good.
yeah, I reckon it could work.
We look like proper bougie Instagram.
I know, we look like we're walking here without like
Protein
smoothie on the way to the
smoothie.
gym. No, it's apple juice and fruit.
Yeah, and we're going to a pizza place next to a park. Anyway, we're off to Clapham Common, and yeah, it's gonna be a nice morning.
This is like one of our first days of doing our going out and exploring.
I know, it's
More
nice.
work.
Made it to the Common. We are sweaty.
Yeah.
It's so warm today. Also, I saw this TikTok, I don't know if it was true, but it was a guy basically explaining why the UK feels hotter, like at the same temperature than like Australia or whatever does. I think,
It definitely does. So
yeah, a lot of it was to do with the fact that it's
breeze?
surrounded by water. Like it's
Yeah.
just so humid.
But also, we're too far away from the coast to get any kind of breeze
Yeah.
from it.
I think it basically just was to do with its location, meaning that it's just like basically a pocket. Anyway, we've now arrived at the bandstand. So we're just gonna sit for a sec, I think.
Yeah.
Sit in the shade and then assess where we want to go next.
One of the best parts about our new little routine is that we're out exploring in the middle of the day on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it's just not that busy. Last time I
love
was
it.
in Clapham Common was a Saturday and it was chaos.
Really? Look at it. So pretty. Also pup. We sat at the bandstand and just watched all the pups.
So many pups. We met one who was 16 and he was a bit slow.
Yeah, very slow, but don't worry, she had a buggy to put him in. It was very soft. Honestly, Clapham Common is fine. It's very small.
Like, it's not huge.
It's very small. It's basically just the bandstand and then a bunch of like paths that go out around it
Yeah, there's a few like,
to
little,
outside the park.
ponds and lakes and stuff, obviously man-made ones, but we haven't gone past.
Apparently we're walking towards one. We're
Yeah,
supposed
there's
to.
one like over there.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's fine. But I'm glad I've seen it.
It's a very like open.
Yeah, it is.
It's great for picnics.
It's great for picnics. I prefer more tree cover and like more little paths to go down and things to see and do.
Yeah.
But it's good to see because I love ticking off all the commons.
Yeah. I wonder in 2 years in London, can we get to every single park?
Maybe not every single park, but like a lot.
Every park that's like big enough to warrant.
Yeah,
visiting,
to
you know?
warrant visiting. Yeah, probably. Okay, we got our slice. We didn't get a slab, we got a slice because
The slabs are like a full pizza.
basically, and like this is just supposed to be a snack. I'll show you that in a sec, but we're just sitting in the common. I would say Clapham Common is like, it's basically like a pinwheel with bits of picnicking / genuinely sunbathing spots in between. So it's not my kind of common. But yeah, it's not too bad. This part over here near Clapham Common Station is quite nice because there's like a lot more tree cover, which is funny because like it's quite empty compared to the sun. Like in front of us is a sunspot and it's just covered in people in bikinis. But yeah, near Clapham Common Station are some really nice restaurants and cafes and shops, and yeah, we're just gonna sit, eat our pizza slice. Oh, also we got a lunch deal because Krissie wanted, well, she didn't want a drink, but
It was like an extra £1.30 to get a drink and a dip for the pizza.
yeah, which is the most
Then if you
English
just
thing
got a
ever,
slice, so
to get a dip. But I was like, you know what, I actually tried a dip at the lunch pizza party that we had once, and actually kind of slapped. And this time we
I think
got,
it depends what the dip is. Some breads dip their pizza in straight up ketchup, but
no,
that is
that's
not
disgusting. I've tried it in like a garlic aioli, which is good, and I was gonna get that this time, but we actually got a hot honey because we got pepperoni pizza, and I've always wanted to try hot honey on pepperoni, so this is gonna be very exciting. Okay, here's the hot honey, which looks spicy.
Yeah, it does. I do think they went hard on the hot based on the number of chili seeds, but
That's okay. We're used to eating pizza without dip, so if we don't like it, we haven't lost anything. Oh yeah.
oh, he cut it in half for us.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Look at that.
This
So,
is
yeah.
like a quarter of a pizza.
That's
This is how they sell it, like
Yeah.
by the quarter.
So we're just gonna sit here, eat our pizza, and then head back. But yeah, it's been a nice little outing. That is delicious, actually.
With the honey. Can you? Is it hot?
No, no. I mean, I didn't get any.
She actively didn't put chili seeds.
No,
But yeah.
I really like that.
Look at the amount of chili in there.
I mean, this is not how. Oh gosh, this is not how most people would use hot honey. They would drizzle it.
Or dip it, which is what you're meant to do, I think. But
That's really good. Oh, I can feel a bit of the spice coming in, but I really like it. And this is really good pizza. Okay, pizza review of Slab City. Even though we didn't get a slab, very nice.
would go back and get a slab.
Would go back. It's not cheap, but I don't know. It was.
It's
I mean,
London.
it's London, but also like for us, it was a nice little treat.
Yeah, and considering we got a quarter of a large pizza, like honestly, that would almost do us for lunch if we
Yeah.
had like one of those pieces each.
Yeah. It was very good. I really liked the hot honey.
They also do focaccia sandwiches, which
Yeah.
I feel like would be really good.
I really liked the hot honey. I do think, you haven't tried this yet, But I do think as a dip, my preferred is a garlic aioli.
I mean, I can imagine. And
Yeah,
that would be
you
good.
can imagine it and it's good.
I think it depends on the pizza. Like a pepperoni pizza with hot honey
Yeah.
would be really good. But if I was having like a margarita,
I also just wanted to say that I don't know what video this is in like the line of weekly vlogs after moving to London. Maybe like 4 or 5 or something.
something like that.
But I really feel like we're finally now settled and like
Yeah.
happy. Like we were just sitting in the park and we were just like we're working tonight. Like we're
Yeah.
still earning money today, but we were able to have a really nice walk to Clapham Common, go and get pizza and sit in the park, chatting, and then like we're still getting paid tonight. Like
Yeah.
just discovering new parts of London together. But I don't know, it's like exactly what we wanted, and there was definitely some points when I was like, this isn't going to happen.
Yeah. I feel like the other thing is like we're getting settled, like not just in London, but also just in life generally.
Yeah.
Like we're learning more about like what we want and what we don't want,
Yeah,
and like
and, like,
everything.
The way we want to live our lives, but also if it's possible.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've done this in Australia and the UK sort of now, not working generic 9 to 5s, and both are sort of working.
Yeah, I feel like neither of us have had particularly high paying
No.
jobs before, but we were still unhappy earning like, you know, normal salaries in a normal salary job.
Yeah.
And now we're earning like minimum wage, but we are so much happier.
I know.
But yeah, like we don't really have like extravagant lifestyle.
Not at all.
But we are so much happier, like budgeting our groceries and like doing cheap activities.
Yeah.
But having free time and jobs that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Than we would be if we had more money but jobs we hated.
100%. I think it's just nice that it's finally working. Like
Yeah.
we're not earning a lot of money, but it's like we couldn't be happier.
We're earning enough. Like we can pay our rent, we can pay our bills, we can buy our groceries.
Yeah.
We can travel a bit.
That's all you need.
I don't know, it's just nice that we're finally at the point where we've figured that out, because for a long time we were working the 9 to 5s and we were like, why are we so miserable
Yeah.
every day?
Yeah. After I started a 9 to 5 for the first time, I literally had to start seeing a therapist because I was like, is this life?
it?
Is this life? And she was like, you just have to find joy in the little moments. Have a meal you like. Watch a TV show you like. And I was like, I'm doing all of that.
Yeah.
And I hate everything.
Yeah.
So no, it's not all there is to life.
No, if you're the same and you're like in despair in your 9 to 5, there is another way.
Yeah, there is.
You will have to make compromises
There's so
in
many
like
other ways.
how you spend your money, but it's possible.
Possible. It just really makes us feel very grateful and lucky at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just glad that everything's working out and we've
Finally.
chosen a like less conventional lifestyle, but it's
Still
it's working for us. Anyway, we're at a main road now and it's gonna get loud, so we're gonna check out for now.
Another day, another park.
One day we'll do other things. Maybe. There's just so many good parks.
There's so many good parks. Because Friday is like one of our going out days. So I went on Google last night. It was just like best parks in London. And there was like still a solid 5 or 6 that I Googled that I was like, okay, that would be cool. So we've still got more parks to see.
The one we're going to today is Holland Park, which is actually very close to places we've been many a time.
close.
But I definitely haven't been there. Catherine doesn't think she has.
No.
It's not a big one today, so we spent the morning editing and
Finishing
vlogging,
podcast.
etc. And now we're just gonna go find some lunch, go to the park, chill for a bit,
I think it's going to go in the opposite order.
go to the
Go to
park, get some
find
lunch.
Yeah. Holland Park is right between Shepherd's Bush on one side and like Hyde Park, Notting Hill on the other. And we've been to both those places, and I even lived in Kensington for a bit on exchange, and I didn't know about this park.
I reckon you've maybe like walked through it and just said no
Maybe.
or something.
We'll find out. We have made it to Holland Park. And if you really needed to know how fancy this park is, that's a tennis court. I just feel like a tennis court is like, oh, we're in rich people land.
We're in Kensington.
Yeah, we are, but like, I just think it's funny that it's in the park. It's like suddenly very fancy. I don't really know anything about this park, so we're going to have a nice time wandering around. We're currently in the Quiet Garden, I think it was called.
We're the only people here.
Yeah, we are.
There's also like there's the tennis court, and then I can see a map, and there's like what seems to be like a maybe more tree.
A big,
park
yeah, and
on
a
the
big
other
oval
side.
section. So yeah, we're going to go for a bit of a wander. Okay, what does everyone call these? Because I am from Canberra, and maybe it's just like a me thing, but I call these a cat's ear. But Krissie is from Sydney and calls them a lamb's ear. I can vibe with a lamb's ear because it's not the size of a cat's ear.
No, it's also not the texture of a cat's ear. Like, cat's ears aren't that fuzzy. Also, there is a spider like not far behind your hand, so just be
Where?
careful. Just in there. He's on a.
Oh, that's okay. He's little. But yeah, they're so lovely. How has a plant done this? It's like as soft as a blanket.
Yeah.
I love these. Okay, why aren't I a child? This is the adventure playground. I'm trying not to I don't want to film too close because there's kids in there obviously, but look at it from what you can see. I want to go on the adventure playground.
It does look quite fun. I don't know, they're all facing the other way, so it's alright. I don't know if you can see this giant swing down here.
That's so cool. Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to see if there's an age limit. Maybe we can just wander through and pretend we're just having a look.
I think that becomes weird.
It said adults cannot enter without children, and it was ages 5 to 14, so I'm devastated.
I do think that parks should have one day a month where it's today is adults
Yeah,
day.
but
no children allowed.
I don't understand. You don't hit 18 and it's suddenly
14 according to that.
True. You don't hit 14 and are just oh no, I do not find a
monkey
playground
bars
fun.
now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Where are the adult playgrounds? Ugh.
We're just at this statue of Lord Holland, who the park is named after, and we looked in here, and just near this bucket, I was oh, I can see a couple of tadpoles. And then we had a proper look, and I'm not sure if you'll see them on the video, but just have a little look at this.
Oh my god.
It's more tadpole than water. Insane. Also, that bird I think is eating them.
I mean,
good on him.
they're so... Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen so many. This is insane. I don't know how well you can see them all, but Jesus Christ.
The water is actively moving because of all the tadpoles. Okay, we found the Kyoto Garden.
It's very cute. It's not a large section.
No, but it's very nice, and there's giant koi.
And if you can see, there's a little waterfall over there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It
and
is.
also there's not many people in the park, which is really cool.
Again, the benefit of a weekday afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this park. It's really nice.
Really nice.
It has quite a few quite bushy areas, and then we just found this, and yeah, it's really cool.
It is. Oh, I have a little moustache.
Oh. Alright, we are now leaving Holland Park. We've been here for an hour and a half-ish. The lighting is hard.
Yeah, we're just going in and out of shadows.
Yeah. But it was really nice.
It was really nice. It's not that big, but it's got a lot of distinct areas.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to wander around. It's also in the city.
Yeah, super close to Hyde Park, and we're about to walk onto High Street Kensington to get some lunch. But I've really enjoyed this park outing today.
Yeah. Hopefully next week we can maybe go on an outing that's not to a park.
I don't know.
Mix it up a bit, but we'll see.
On Sunday we're not going to a park, so
That's true.
That's something.
But yeah, it's been a nice little afternoon.
Very nice. And we're now going to get some very late lunch. Okay, it is lunchtime. We just went to a Chinese restaurant called Stick and Bowl on High Street Kensington. It's not cheap.
No, it's cheaper than other restaurants, but as two girlies who usually go to Greg's or Tesco,
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
But I just really like it. Like, I've been a couple times before and it's very nice. And so now we are sitting in Kensington Gardens and we're just going to eat our food and then jump on the bus and go to work. But it's been such a pleasant afternoon.
It really has.
Happy Sunday!
Happy best day of the week. I say that. Most of our days are fun, but
Yeah, our days are good. But
big band in the background.
yeah, look where we are.
On South Bank again.
Always.
Always on South Bank.
Literally always. So today we are going to see Great Gatsby, which is fun. We booked it quite a while ago. Because it's got a Sunday matinee, but it hasn't started Sunday matinees. It didn't have it the whole time for their whole roster, so they've only started recently. So we did have to wait a little while. But yeah, we've come in a bit earlier, so we're walking along South Bank, and it's once again very nice because South Bank is lovely.
It is. It also, when we left home, we were like, oh, it's really cold today. It's really not.
Yeah, we wore our freaking thick jackets, and I'm like, I'm too hot. Anyway, oh well. We're gonna go for a little walk, get some lunch, Greg's, and then head to the theatre. Also, we did something quite fun this morning. We booked flights and accommodation for my birthday trip.
One of the things when we were like coming over here, we were like, we want to really try and like go somewhere for our birthdays.
Yeah.
Rather than like buying each other presents that we're not really going to be able to take home because we don't have enough luggage space.
Although I am expecting a physical present to open.
I'll work on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like, we'll just do trips.
Yes.
So we have booked some flights to the south of France.
Yes. It's tricky, right? Because we've already been to France once on this trip, and we've been to France twice together
Previously.
before that. And I was like, I kind of want to go somewhere new, but it's my 30th, so I was like, I want to go somewhere. I don't know why, but I was feeling beach. I was like, I'm not even a beach girl.
No.
I was feeling like Mediterranean, like strawberry daiquiris,
Yes.
gelato, that kind of stuff.
Just like chill vibes.
Yeah, and yeah, I've always wanted to go to the south of France, so we thought, why not? We both got leave approved, and yeah, we booked flights, and I'm so excited.
And we've also booking flights. If you know us, you know that as soon as we book a flight, all it does is inspire us to book more flights, unfortunately. So we've also got 2 other trips that we're like working on.
I just love booking flights.
Yeah.
Okay, we had our Greg's and Tesco meal deal, and we were on our way to the theatre, and we walked past a free donut stall, and then we were like, well, we don't have to be at the theatre for 25 to 30 minutes, so we're just going to walk to the theatre and then wait there, so we may as well wait in the donut line, and then we may or may not make it to the front with enough time to get a free donut. So
It's moving not slowly. It's like a makeup brand is like advertising their new glaze? Lip glaze
By
with
bringing out
glazed
glaze.
donuts.
Okay, so it appears that they were giving out lip gloss, and now there's only donuts left, which is funny because that's all we were here for.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that took like barely any time, so that was very worth it.
I'm not sure if you can see that because they're advertising a glaze. It's like glistening. It's like got glitter in
It's
it.
actually very impressive.
They look really good.
We're very excited.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, free donuts. It's intermission. What do we think?
It's really good.
It is quite good. Although I put it on my Instagram before, but working in a theatre ruins going to the theatre because literally
It doesn't ruin it.
No,
It
no,
just,
it
we
doesn't
just are
ruin it.
focusing on entirely different things that we've
funny.
never noticed before.
Like, we're just like, oh, people are bringing glass into the auditorium. Oh, it must be a latecomer's entry point. All this stupid stuff.
Yeah, it is.
But it's quite funny.
It is kind of interesting because this is the first show I've seen since I actually no, it's not. I saw Richard II the other week.
Well, yeah.
But also this actual theatre, I filmed it a bit earlier, so you would have just seen. But it is beautiful.
Yeah, it's also gigantic.
Yeah, it seems. What did you say? 2,300.
2,400, and I googled it. It's the biggest theatre on the West End.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because it's huge. There's so many sets. They have I'm hoping that the yellow car was also the blue car. Otherwise, they have 2 cars.
I reckon it's the same car and they just take off the outer layer.
Surely. But yeah, they have at least a full car backstage.
And
so
like
many sets.
it's Great Gatsby, right? So it's like one of those 1920s cars, not a small car.
No.
Anyway, it's really dark and the show is about to restart.
Yeah, but it's really good. There's like some of the people in it are so good. Also, we got Corbin.
Yes, I don't know. Did we even say earlier?
I don't remember.
We didn't. I don't think you said
so.
because you didn't want to jinx yourself.
Yeah.
But Corbin Blue.
No, wait. Yeah, I said that I wanted to see someone, but we didn't say who.
Yeah, it's Corbin Blue of High School Musical fame,
Of High School
obviously.
Musical fame that we have already seen before in Little Shop of Horrors in New York. So this is cool. Oh, it's
all right. Bye. Okay.
Just quick side note, we just came out of the show, we were just walking back down to like where we need to go. We just walked past this woman and I gripped Krissie and I was like, that's Hannah Waddingham.
And it was in fact Hannah Waddingham.
I mean it was. I'm not going to say like, I'm pretty sure. That was Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah. So that's quite fun.
That's so fun.
Anyway, the show was really good. It was just
Yeah,
very good. It was very
really
fun.
was,
The music
yes.
was really good. Obviously, Great Gatsby is not a new story, so
I didn't know
it wasn't like
anything. I think all I knew was party.
I had seen the movie, but like when it came out, which I think was like 2013. But yeah, it was really good, very enjoyable. Would recommend.
Would recommend. Okay, back on South Bank.
We are on our way to dinner because I have a friend who moved to London last year, I think. And she was like, do you want to catch up? So we're going to get a Sunday roast.
Yes! This is actually our first Sunday roast, like, since getting here.
Yeah, it is actually.
So I feel like it's much needed.
It is. But because we're going to be at dinner and we probably won't be filming, we might wrap up this week here.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good week, like a standard week, right?
Yeah, just
like,
a regular week.
Nothing overly exciting except seeing a show, but like hopefully that's just going to be our regular weeks.
I don't know, it was weird. We were watching like Gatsby and like we were watching Corbin Blue, and then I was thinking like, if you had told me when we saw him in New York that the next time we saw him we were going to be working on the West End and he was going to be in a show in London, like I would have been like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's my dream.
I know. It is wild.
Yeah.
I love that we keep saying working on the West End like we are performers.
We're working on the West End.
We are. Just not in the way that most people would understand that phrase, but that's okay.
We can say it because it's true.
It is. But yeah, thanks for coming along with us this week. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, check out our blog. We've had a few posts that Catherine's been working on this week in the times that we haven't been filming.
Yes, I just put up one about the Northern Lights in Norway, which is a good one. So yeah, go over and give it a read.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week for more Life in London.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's where you can cut the clip. And now I'm just gonna say a personal hello to you. Hi, honey. Love you. See you soon. I'm gonna head back now and I assume you're out of the shower. Okay, bye. Mwah.